This is the Itel RS4. It is Itel's first gaming phone, but there is a twist to it. It is a budget gaming phone, and how budget are we talking here? Well, it's about $140. So for that price, is the Itel RS4 any good at gaming, and what can a budget gaming phone do? Well, all these questions and more will be answered in this video right after you click on that like button so that more people can get to see this video, and that subscribe button as well. We are so close to 3,000 subscribers. Alright, with that being said, let's get started. The unboxing experience of the Itel RS4 is pretty standard. You get the phone, obviously, a charging brick and cable, and then a clear TPU case. Like I said, it's pretty standard stuff. Now, moving on to the design, it has a minimalistic design, especially when compared to gaming smartphones from Tecno or Infinix. That said, I think it's a good thing. I mean, it's kind of a cheeky way to cut cost on smartphone production. Personally, I think it looks good. It has a line in the center, which adds to the overall racing aesthetic Itel was going for. And apparently, the R in RS4 means racing. Right, moving on. The Itel RS4 comes with a 3.5mm headphone jack, even though it doesn't come with the headphones themselves. It also features a stereo speaker setup, which is absolutely a must on a gaming smartphone. It also supports dual nano SIM cards and a micro SD card. Nice. For any gaming phone, high refresh rate is a must, and the Itel RS4 doesn't disappoint. It features a 120Hz refresh rate panel with a touch sampling rate of 240Hz, which will come in handy while gaming. As for the display itself, it's a 6.56-inch LCD display with a 720p resolution, which is the catch of getting a 120Hz refresh rate. Let me know in the comment section which you'd prefer: a higher refresh rate display with a lower resolution, or a higher resolution display with a lower refresh rate. Personally, because I have been spoiled by high resolution displays, I would tend to lean to a smartphone with, let's say, a 1080p display, then with 90Hz refresh rate. So higher refresh rate, or rather higher resolution with a slightly lower refresh rate. But hey, let me know your own thoughts in the comment section. Using the Itel RS4 outdoor isn't ideal as well. If I am to guess, it maxes out at around 480 to 500 nits, which is typical of smartphones at this price range. Up top is a hole punch cutout housing the 8MP selfie camera. More on that later. For any gaming phone, the performance is what we actually need, and the Itel RS4 delivers, at least for a smartphone in this price bracket. It is powered by MediaTek Helio G99 Ultimate chipset, which is comparable to the Snapdragon 732G chipset. It also packs in 8 or 12GB of RAM and 128 or 256GB of storage, which is just amazing. I mean, 12GB of RAM on an Itel smartphone, that's mad impressive. Even most taxing will be a breeze. Now, how well does it game? Well, I would say fairly well, especially if you understand the limitations of the processor. It can comfortably play games like Call of Duty Mobile, Asphalt 9, and your favorite eFootball titles comfortably. It will also be able to handle games such as Warzone Mobile and Genshin Impact, but don't expect it to run in a competitive manner with smartphones that are meant for gaming, like hardcore gaming smartphones or flagship smartphones. You know, it's not even comparable. Those smartphones are leagues apart. Software on the Itel RS4 is a bit dated. We get Android 13 with Itel OS 13.5. It is the standard software skin from Itel. It is fairly minimal with features such as dynamic bar and a couple of other fan favorite features as well. Would it be getting Android 14? Moving on to the camera, the Itel RS4 pretty much has one camera, a 50MP main camera with a LED flash. It is capable of shooting videos up to 1440p resolution at 30 frames per second, which is thanks to the processor. And when it comes to photos, it is capable of taking decent and okay photos under good lighting conditions. Emphasis on good lighting conditions. The Itel RS4 features a 5000 mAh battery, which is capable of lasting you the entire day. It is also capable of charging at 45 watts, which Itel conveniently provided a 45 watts charging brick, which can charge the battery from 0 to 100% in about an hour. Now, that's impressive. Alright, is the Itel RS4 any good at gaming? Sure, it can play most titles out there, but it will be at mid to high graphics. It isn't meant for hardcore or even competitive esports player, obviously. And should you get it? Sure, why not? Especially if you're on a budget and you plan on playing games, from time to time, then it's a definite buy. You can get it. The only con in my own opinion is the 720p display, but hey, in the gaming world, higher refresh rate matters a lot. I mean, every frame matters. But yeah, let me know your own thoughts in the comment section, and yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.